Good morning, YouTube. You know, when you get bananas that don't look quite right anymore, you can throw them in the freezer and make aspirational banana bread, or you can make something else that is just a wonderful treat. Yeah, you can make a banana bar with chocolate chips and black walnuts. Ugh, so good and so easy. All right, let's cook, y'all. We've got a family to feed. All right, I don't know if y'all are anything like me, but I never seem to be able to buy the right amount of bananas. I either have no bananas the day after I bought them, or I have bananas for years, right? And then I end up throwing them in the freezer. All right, so anyway, here's what if you're gonna bake with bananas, you do want to use the ones that are super ripe, like these guys. Nobody at my house will eat one once it turns this. Now, these guys are ones that I threw in the freezer. See? And these are actually super, super sweet. They're way sweeter than bananas that we're used to eating. All right, so I want about 3 bananas. I want about a cup of bananas. And just recently, these bananas came from Texas with us. We bought these when we were down in Texas a few days ago, and the kids didn't eat them because Brian has a tendency to also buy giant bags of potato chips. So they're like, nope to the bananas. And while we were down there, the kids found Aunt Renee's candy stash, and so we came home with all the grapes and the bananas. That's all right. And they were like, we love Aunt Renee's house. And it's like, yeah, I'm sure you do. She had candy stashed everywhere. It was kind of funny. All right, so we're just mashing these up a little bit. And I adore banana bread, love banana bread. And my Aunt Betty's banana bread is actually the best ever. But because we're doing a lot of baking right now, I thought I'd try some different things. And I went back to a recipe I haven't looked at in a while. So that's where this came from. Okay, so we mashed up our bananas. Just like that. Okay, we're gonna first mix up our dry ingredients. So right here I've got 3/4 of a cup of whole wheat flour, and don't worry about whole wheat, right? The only reason I'm using whole wheat is because I like the flavor, right? This is not a healthy dish. Don't fool yourself into thinking that. All right, so to my flour, I'm gonna add a teaspoon of ground cinnamon, half a teaspoon of salt, only half a teaspoon. I ended up with some regular table salt. I know, don't faint. I do have some. A teaspoon of baking soda. So I'm getting rid of my table salt in baking. I don't mind it so much when I'm baking. It dissolves a little better. And what did I make a couple weeks ago? Okay, a whole nutmeg. Wait a minute. I think nutmegs are so pretty. Is that gonna show? Maybe. All right. You can see the interior, that beautiful pattern. Fragrance is great. All right, half a teaspoon of nutmeg. I'm dropping it. All right. Love fresh nutmeg. It smells so good. Okay. We're just giving that a little stir, and there, you know what? There is no reason why you need to use a bowl that is shaped like this one, except just recently the house has kind of gone a little crazy. We started doing some renovations, so we're adding 2 bathrooms, and then we're renovating the current bathroom. When we did all that, I decided to add a big old closet and new flooring in the kitchen and my bedroom. Long story short, everything I own is piled everywhere. I haven't been able to put anything away yet, which means it's like an avalanche. Different parts of the house are getting worse and worse and worse. So, why do I have a giant bowl? Well, because I went shopping yesterday. We went to the big warehouse club to do the big massive grocery shop for the month. And the first week or two after I do that, oh, that was 3/4 of a cup of sugar. First little while after I do that, it takes a while to everything to get absorbed into the cupboards, right? Which means there's stuff piled all over my kitchen from shopping, which means I can't reach where the regular mixing bowls are, so I'm using the weird one. All because I'm adding bathrooms. Okay, anyway, 3 tablespoons of melted butter. And I just threw that in the microwave for about a minute. We got an egg, one large egg. Right in there. And to this, I'm going to add a couple of tablespoons of whatever you like. You can use milk, you can use buttermilk. I actually would love to use buttermilk. I like buttermilk a lot. It is buried in the back of the refrigerator, and the half and half was near the front. So that's how we ended up with half and half. But milk or buttermilk or almond milk or what have you. Teaspoon of vanilla extract. And then our bananas. So like I said, don't kid yourself into thinking this is some sort of healthy option. It's really not. But you can improve it in a few ways, right? You can go gluten-free if you want. Use the one brand, which I like, which I have discovered works pretty well, is the King Arthur Measure for Measure, okay? You would substitute that just like you would any other type of flour. That makes it gluten-free. That's great. Or you can go vegan if you want and use almond milk, also an option. I have a niece with extreme food sensitivity, and she's vegan. So I've gotten really creative with some of those things. All right, so I have a couple of tablespoons of chopped walnuts. Actually, mine are black walnuts. That can be hard for folks to find, even here, where they're more prevalent than other parts of the country. So if you don't have black walnuts, fine, use regular, don't worry about it, or skip it altogether. 2 tablespoons of chocolate chips, and 2 tablespoons of white chocolate chips, just because we can. I have a daughter that is a white chocolate chip fiend. That's one of my favorite all-time kid stories. I had been trying to make peppermint bark, and I went and I bought 2 or 3 bags of chocolate chips, and I got up the next morning and they were all empty, right? So I went and I got more chocolate chips, thinking that one of the big guys, one of the boys, had gotten into them. But the next day, the boys were all gone, except Kinsley was there, and the chocolate chip bags were once again empty. Actually, she had left like 4 chocolate chips in the bottom, the white chocolate. So I was like, okay, Kinsley, stay out of the chocolate chips. I went and I bought more chocolate chips to make this peppermint bark. I got up, and once again, it's empty. I see you, mister. Get out of there. I was mad. Now, at that point, I was officially angry. And I went stomping in. I had that empty bag with 3 chips in the bottom. I went walking in, and I was like, Kinsley, get in here, young lady. And I held that bag up, and I said, do you want to tell me what happened to these chocolate chips? And she went, no, I don't want to tell. Which was the best. Okay, so here we go. Here are our banana bars. Whoop, don't tilt it, they'll slide. And all I did here was I just lined that with parchment paper, and I gave it a good spray with baking spray. And I have, you can skip this part, you don't have to do this either. But I have a few more chips just right over the top. Joey, I see you. Joey is also angling for some chocolate chips. Buddy, be patient. Stay out of my chocolate chips. All right, so here we go. Doesn't that look fun? All right, we have the oven preheated to 350 degrees, and that is where we're headed. All right, 20 minutes in our 350 degree oven, and they have come out and they look beautiful. All right, they're gonna sit here and cool down, okay? Joey, what are you doing? Oh, you wanna put a tester in the middle. Okay, well, you can. But right now, we're gonna just let these sit. Our tester is clean? Okay, we're gonna let these sit. We're gonna let them come down in temperature, and then we're gonna pull them out and put them on a wire rack. See, there, 20 minutes. All it took. Those are banana chocolate chip bars.
Okay, they're gone.
They're what?
They're gone.
Can I cut them?
No.
Okay. Apparently Bladen's hungry. All right, so here are our whoops, banana chocolate chip bars. I just pulled them out of the pan, slid them over here. They're a little bit warm, but if I don't get them cut, we're not gonna have any. Kids are circling. Oh, that's nice and gooey. And they smell great. They smell like banana bread and chocolate chips. That is nice and gooey.
What chocolate chips do you put in it?
Got white chips and dark chips.
Okay. Do you have any more white chocolate chips?
I am not talking to you about the white chocolate chips, Missy. All right, how'd we do? How'd we do? Pretty daggone good. All right, Bladen, quit circling. Hey YouTube, thanks for watching, and if you thought that video was helpful, do me a huge favor. Hit like, hit subscribe, hit the little bell so you get a notification whenever I post a new video. And if you have a second, hop on over to Patreon and check out how to support my channel even more. Again, thanks for watching.